Good morning. Here we are on a Saturday morning and we're looking to get back stuck into it. So, traditionally, when I was working a 9 to 5, Saturday morning would be pretty much a chill because mentally I'd be so drained from the working week. Usually, Saturday was family time, and people talk about the work life balance and how important it is. But I believe when you're trying to create something big, trying to create something great, then that work-life balance kind of goes out the window. And I kind of accepted that the moment I even had the thought of putting in my application for the voluntary redundancy for my corporate job. I knew it wasn't going to be easy, as I've said many times before. And I knew Saturdays and my own time, which previously would be either playing golf or going to the gym or just chilling at home, would have to be sacrificed to do something else. So here I am on a Saturday morning. It's been, it was actually, I was looking forward to it. I was looking forward to getting up and coming to this place, although I'm here by myself. But yeah, just to see some results. As you can see behind me, we're trying to clear through the mess as much as we possibly can, and it's going well. A lot of space has been created, and now we're into this side where it's pretty much just machinery. So they need to be tested and either be sold or stored into a dry place. Where my dad, who's all these things do belong to, he can utilise them later on. And it'll be kind of fulfilling for him to kind of see everything in order and be able to pick up the things that he once bought thinking that he was going to use at the time, but they never ever got the time to, and just put it to the side. So as we were kids, or shall I say when we were kids, the one phrase that we always heard from my dad was, one day we'll do this, one day we'll do that. So that one day never came, and all these things that bought. I mean, I'm finding record players and CD players with his favourite music in there that he never knew that it was going to be the last time he'd be touching that, and it's just going to go get put in storage. So the aim is to put it into in a more organised manner, have it more stacked so he can use it and it's right in front of him when he comes and sees, rather than being stuck under a pile of rubbish. So yeah, it's one of those. Long way to go still. A lot of things to still clear. But the main bit today, the aim is to clear a lot of this stuff, take the rubbish out, pile it up over here, take it, load it into the van or put it in the skip. Weather-wise, it's still raining and it's really cold. It's currently 6 degrees out there and this place has no heating, hence the several layers that I'm wearing to keep me warm. Do a pair of socks. So yeah, it's different. Life is currently different, but as I always explain, that light at the end of the tunnel shines a little bit brighter each day as I clear more and more stuff. So yeah, there's a lot going on. Once I've been through all his personal stuff myself, and I know what's rubbish and what's to keep, then potentially I can get some helpers in with me to kind of help move stuff around as much as I possibly can. And I think that would really speed up the process then. At the moment, it's just triaging a lot of the bags that I'm finding. There's a lot of black bags which has multiple other tools in there, letters, cards, all that kind of stuff. So if I got someone in, they wouldn't really care what's in there. They would just pick it up and throw it into the rubbish pile. But there, as I said before, there's some sentimental value things in there that I need to respect. And it's close to my heart and my family's heart as well. And that's what we're trying to do. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting journey. It'll continue. Let me show you around as to where we've got to now. Give you a bit more insight as to what I see around me that's probably not captured in this shot of the filming. So yeah, let me show you around. So as I said, we've now got to the stage where we're at mainly machinery. Look at all this stuff here. Tons and tons of speakers. I'm still intrigued to know what's in that box over there. But once I start moving things around it, I'll get to it. And then as we get into and get more closer and closer to that door, the main access, which is getting closer day by day, it's all the way over there. We started to get into bulkier things. So monitors, a lot of audios, machinery, some good, some bad, some work, some don't. Industrial type speaker, look at that. Where is it? There, over there. He's written on there saying working, and it looks like just a metal housing, but yeah, we'll get to test that out soon. And the rest of the stuff. But what really breaks my heart is things like this. You got vinyl records, CDs, all that kind of stuff, and look how they've just been thrown. Just been put like this. What a shame. A lot of these things that were there to be lived and used, they just got stored away. There's a Bugaboo pram over there, if you can see it. You know how much a Bugaboo pram is, right? And if you don't, go and check it out. It's expensive, really, really expensive. And then over there is another hall, which I'm going to tease you a little bit and not take you into at the moment until we get into it. But yeah, a lot of stuff. And this is what this angle looks like. Again, still this side to go through. Tons and tons of stuff to be either thrown out. Look at this wiring cable, brand new packed. I don't know how many of those meet regulations nowadays, but again, we can see that. But we're getting through a lot of stuff. We're getting through it. What I did find yesterday was old game consoles, Sega Mega Drive, Ataris and stuff like that, which I have put somewhere, and we will look to potentially sell it soon. Look at this. Look at that. I still remember playing the games using controllers like this. So yeah, a long way to go. So yeah, a long way to go, but it's exciting. It's exciting, frustrating, motivating, all that kind of emotions come pouring in when I come here first thing in the morning and see all this stuff. But we'll keep going, we'll make a difference, and each day that light will get closer and closer, and eventually we'll get to the bit where we've been through all the stuff inside, and we have to do the repairs, the roof, the walls, the flooring, the electrics, the plumbing, all that kind of stuff. So timeline, I don't put a timeline on things because you never know what happens. Life gets in the way and things just kind of get thrown off track. And coming from a corporate job, I know how important it is to have a timing on things, right? But equally, I've seen how those timings are impacted. So yeah, we'll just keep going day by day and try and make a difference. So thank you for watching, keep following. And if you are sitting on something similar or have come across something similar, I'd love to hear about that experience. To know that I'm not the only one that's having to go through this kind of mess. So yeah, thank you for watching and keep following. Have a good day.